Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today we're going to talk about where you can get total attack. So there are so many places in this game that you can get total attack, and that's what everybody's strives for when it comes to your stats. Because if you have total attack, then you're more flexible with all your troop types, and you can use any single one of them if you have high enough attack, total attack. And you can run, if you can run 3 lines if you have it pretty high, because it'll be buffing all of those 3 lines instead of having to just go like for a spear, infantry, or cav attack. So it's really, really nice. So I just wanted to show you where you can get to obtain the total attack. Some places are cheap, some places are expensive. It really just depends on how you prioritize it, and there are certain ways to do that as well. So let's get to it. So first and foremost, the place that you're going to get your total attack at the beginning is going to be researched through your Maester's Tower. And if you go into your military tree, you can go the whole way to the end of it, and you can see you get 135%. It costs a lot of gold to do this, to get it up there. It'll take you some time to do so, but once you get this is a nice base to start for sure. The second place will be in your formations, and if you'll a little bit further down there, these are going to cost you a lot as well. But you only get another 10%. So you can unlock these and increase them. If you're a trap castle, it's definitely not worth it, because you're going to increase your power way too much. But it's nice to get an extra 10% basically for free, because you're just using resources and some speed ups, I guess, if you're really trying to push it really, really hard. Now if you keep scrolling back here, you can see the break morale here. And that is enemy army attack weakened or reduction. So you can actually get a total of 10% of that, which is similar to a total attack, but is not obviously the same thing. This is weakening the enemy, and this helping you out in that. It's a reduction, so to speak. And this is actually an attack that you're adding on to you. Now, if you go to the commander ship and you go the whole way to the end of that tree, you see the fervor attack here as well. It's another 10%. So that'll give you total attack when you're in fervor. If you're attacking, clearly you'll be in fervor. If you're just sitting around there and your fervor goes away, then you'll lose that 10%. So it depends on how you want to play that. So the next place that you will get the total attack is in the VIP. So you increase your VIP level, and as you do, you scroll down here, you can see you get total health, attack, and defense. As you can see right now, I am in the VIP. Actually, what am I? 14. I was like, I didn't even know. VIP 14. So I'm only getting the 5%. But the next time when I get up to the 15, which is the final one that I can get to, final level that I can get to, it's going to go up another 5%. Which another 5% at that point, I'm sorry, it's another 10%. Which another 10% at that point is not as massive as you would think. Because you can clearly see that I have a long way to go in that aspect. But just talking about this right now, you can see up here the honor token. That is another place you can get it as well. So you pay 100 black diamonds a month, and you get all of these bonuses, including another 10% total attack on top of everything else in there. So this is a really, really good bonus. I highly recommend it, especially for low spending players. This is well worth the price. And now we have the nobility, and along with the nobility, when you increase, which is based on the total power that you have, and the total amount of merit. So when you start from the very beginning, you're going to start as, wow, you realize how far you go. You start as small folk, and you'll start with just these kind of bonuses. And as you increase your power, you'll gradually get to a point that they're going to add on more buffs and more bonuses for you. You can see your payments are going up, your army size, the leap from the knight 3 to knight to 3 to 1, I guess is what it was, the hedge knight 3 to the knight. But eventually you're going to get up to the fervor attack, and once you get so far with the fervor attack, like right now I am here, actually I'm not there, I am right here at the advisor 2, and that gives you a total attack of 16%, the fervor attack. I'm not going to add all the fervor attacks in there, but these are just some of the ones off the top of my head that are kind of easy to get. So like those ones right there, that's what I would highly suggest. Another place you can get total attack are going to be your castle exteriors and your marching animations. So if you go into your castle exteriors, one of the easiest ones, the cheaper ones that you can get is the Shadow of Valyria. It is actually the fervor, but you get all the 7% of those, which is a pretty nice little buff for as cheap of castle as this is. As you're going down further, there are other castles, obviously a lot better ones. You know, again, along with that the honor token castle, you know, special exterior, you get another 10% on top of that. So you get the 10% bonus from just getting it, you know, purchasing it. Plus, if you activate this castle, you get another 10%. So that's really 20%. So I can't tell you how great that is. Some of the better castles are the Sunken City and the City of Stars. And the City of Stars gives you 20% total attack. The Sunken City will give you an own bonus of 5% plus another 15%, so 10%, so 15% total. And there are other ones down here like the Icebound. There's 10% there as well. So you can kind of go through these ones and see which ones give you the total attack. Like this one here is it's a newer one. The Knight of the Drowned God gives you a fervor of 25, which is really, really good. A lot of these they don't give you the total attack. Like here's another one's decent, the casualty rate, so it kills more, but that gives you an own bonus of 5% there. So that's really nice for those. And then the marching animations. Probably the best one that I think I've seen was it this one right here. Yeah, that's a spear attack. It's the see, I'm not even sure which one because I don't have any of these. I mean, you're gonna pay to get them. Like this one right here, the Song of Triumph. There's a 10% there. There's a 5%. Yeah, but most of us don't have these unless you're really unless you had paid for them. There's a couple other ones. I don't even see them on here. It's kind of that's very interesting. Owned, unowned. So if I just go to unowned, yeah, it won't matter. It's the same thing. But yeah, so there are some here that you can get for that as well. If you have the Legion Dragon skills, some of them will give you total attack just as their primary, primary attribute that they have. So like the Legion damage skill, it gives you total attack. It'll start you off when you first get it at 1.5%, which considering how long it takes to get one of these things, is not really that much. But once you upgrade it, and you should be able to upgrade it to probably a 5 or a 6 maybe if you absorb some of your other ones, maybe more depending. But then it'll go up to a total of 12%, and then of course you can stack those as well when you're in rallies, and up to 36%. So that's really, really good. You get an extra 36%. So you really don't need too many of these skills in your rallies to be able to do so. One of the overlooked areas to get total attack is the glory level castles, or just the glory level, I should say, in general. So the very first one you go for is the market, and the marketplace is going to give you a total of 12%. As you can see, I'm at 9%, so get it up there. It's going to take, it does take a long time to be able to do this, but save up those honor banners and use them for this to get up to 12% there. The total attack reduction is going to be here in the Hall of Faces, and again, this will actually take you up to 20% of a reduction. So that's really good, actually, a 20% reduction. So this is again highly underused or not thought about very often. And then the very last one is in the Maester's Tower, which is the fervor attack increase, and I believe this is only 12%. Yep, same thing as before. So you can get basically a 24% total attack plus a 20% attack reduction as well. So right there in and of itself is really, really good. Now, if you go into the Sept of the Seven, and the easiest way to get total attack is to actually just put the buff on. So if you click on the total attack in here, you have options for your total attack. The most popular one is the 20%, and it's for a different amount of time, 4 hours, 12 hours, 24, so you can keep it on for a temporary amount of time. And then they just came out with these other ones that I've seen in the the token shops for like KVK or some of the events, and you get a 40%, but it's only for 1 hour, so you kind of have to use it well. Use it in an event if you want to. use it in KVK, use it in PvP, or however you want to do it. But this, again, this is a really nice place to be able to buff everything. Another one that a lot of people don't realize, because you have to pay for them, you can win them, I guess, too, but you have to get lucky on some of the chests that you get, but you can get them from the royal badges. So you can see right here, I don't have them on there. They're actually on my some of my equipment right now, but you can see that these are the total defense ones, and they're the exact same thing when it comes to the total attack ones as well. So these are nice to put on there, because if you can upgrade them, like I think I have a couple of them blue, and you can get an extra 4.5% of total attack. And if you're running a 3-line formation with that, I mean, that's really, really good. You're talking extra, 13.5% of attack just by putting these badges on. So that's really nice. But you got to kind of, it makes it a little bit more difficult to configure, how to put your badges on, because you have to combine them so many times and how many you have and whatnot. So it can be a little bit confusing, but either way, you're still looking at a very nice piece. One of the more basic ways to get total attack is just to simply have a lord in your dungeon, just to capture a lord. So if you can capture anyone from a level 1 to a level 60, you're going to get these attack bonuses right here. So if you have a level 60 right there, is an easy 30%. So it's really good if you can get, as an alt castle, to have a level 60 lord. You can just take that alt lord, hold on to it, and you'll have a 30% attack buff. It's really, really that simple. Also, don't forget the Hall of Faces. If that's something that you're going to want to do, once a week, if you can do 7 of them, to be able to keep these bonuses throughout the week, and that's another 38%. So these just those 2 bonuses alone, the Hall of Faces and the dungeon, you're talking a 68% total attack. So that's a pretty good boost there. So you can't forget those. If you do, you're leaving so much on the field for another opponent to hurt you. Your actual commanders in your formation can give you total attack as well. So for instance, looking at the commanders that I just have up here right now, Seg, if you hover over him, you can see he gets 24% total attack plus his passive stats as well, and I believe it's around like 40% total attack, right around there, at least like 39, 38, 39, something like that. And the same with Annie, she does just about the same. Julian actually buffs all 3 troop types, so in some respects, or in most respects, everybody would consider that to be total attack. So that he's basically bringing that as well. Arya has that 24% as well, so she's exactly the same, as Annie and as in Seg. And there are other ones as well, like if you get Layla, she has 24% if you awaken her a little bit too. And there are other ones once they get awakened. Looking at Kevin, you can see he's 15%, so when he gets awakened as well. So there are other ones too, but just in general, your commanders are a nice little buff there. So that's why it's good to upgrade your commanders and awaken them, because especially the ones with total attack. And if you're running a dual line or a 3-line formation, it's going to be help you out quite significantly. So the troop skins are a way to get total attack as well, starting with and they're going to be the SS medals. So the Kingsguard is one of the more difficult ones to get, because you have to go to the blue tier to be able to get the 9% total attack there. And then you have the other ones, such as the Kingsguard Infantry, the Kingsguard Bowman, and the Dothraki Rider. They're all going to give you certain levels here, 7%, then another 7% there at the second level, and this one here has it at the first level of 5%. And then the new one that they just added is the Red Priestess, and the very first one there is a total attack reduction of 5%, which is a really nice one just for those first 3 that you're going to need. The Unsullied, which is the last SS, doesn't have that, but if you increase it to the last level, you can see the Fervor attack increase is 15%, but that is for mostly for those whales, or for if you've been playing this game for probably 5 to 10 years at least, to be able to try to get these through kind of a normal type of means, I guess, so to speak. So it kind of makes sense in that aspect to kind of leave these alone. But that's just another way to be able to get that total attack. One of the easiest yet somewhat difficult way of getting the total attack is in your refinement. And the reason I say that is because you have to roll the wash stones here to be able to get the total attack. But once you do have it, all you have to do is use these refined rough to be able to upgrade it. You can only get a total of 15% per piece of equipment in here, which is still very nice. You know, you're talking what, 120% total attack once you have it completely maxed out. But still, once you do that, once you're able to get the total attack, you're able to roll it, and it does take a long time. You may use, like I see, I have 600 of these wash stones. I could go through those 600 and not get the total attack, but then the next 2 that I roll, I could probably get 2 total attacks. So it varies. It's very difficult to get. There are several of these that are difficult to get, including the army size is another one. But once you do get them, like I said, it's easier to. This is one of the easiest places to upgrade your total attack. And to go along with the badges that you might consider, and actually you can see one right here is one of those attack badges you can that I was talking about before. But your equipment as well. Some of your equipment you get total attack. So on the Royal Kingsguard set, the sword in the main hand here, the Lofty Crown Sword, will give you 7%. Well, when you upgrade it, it'll give you 12% actually. So that's a nice one there. And down here, the Lofty Crown of Honor, it gives you infantry, cav, and spear attack. And once you increase that to gold, you'll get 16% across the board there. So that's basically 16% total attack. These other ones here just have other attacks in them. You can see those. Oh, except for this one down here, which is the Lofty Crown Handguard, the offhand, and that'll give you an extra 10% total attack. So there are 3 in here that'll actually be able to do that for you. And then on top of that, which a lot of us don't consider or even think about, because that's when you get all these gold. If you click on the highest attributes here, it says there that when everything is gold, you get this collection bonus, and the collection bonus is another 5% total attack. And that's just one that'll be you'll be owned all the time. So you don't have to, if you just hover over here, it tells you that you don't have to have anything captured, the equipment on, or anything like that. It just automatically adds in there an extra total attack. So that's another really, really good place to get it. And of course, we're doing that throughout to try to upgrade too. And the last place that you can get total attack are from the King's Landing buffs. So basically, if you are the king and you're crowned the king, you get that 15%, which is very nice. The Lord Commander, whoever gets that title, will get 10%. If you're the Master of Laws, you'll get another 5%. And I believe that's the only really ones left. Yep, the rest of them are other titles as well. So, but that's the last little piece to it. So I hope this video helped you where you can find total attack and how you can be able to obtain it. Hopefully you can be able to get your total attack up to be able to fight really well in this game, and to especially just have some fun. That's what we want to do in this game. Just have some fun, and don't take it so serious, and just enjoy it and meet some people, and watch Mac's videos, because that's what you got to do, right? Until next time, Mac out.